up here in the tundra, we don't hear much about Vonnegut tours or Kyle Lucas tours. Really, outside of the Georgia area in general, has there been any talk of in your camp of maybe a nationwide band trip anytime soon, or?
Yeah, we our first big tour is going to be the Sir Lucius Left Foot tour. We're going to go, and that's going to be a nationwide tour, and that's probably going to take a couple months, 2 or 3 months, and that's going to be our first national tour. We've gone out a little bit in the southeast. We went to New York. We went to Boston. We're doing spot dates now. I think we're going to Detroit next month with Big Boy. So we're just now kind of getting the road life on.
Sure, and that's a beast of a different flavor there for sure.
Yeah, and, we went up for I think a week. It took us to do the New York, then like the next couple of days we went to Boston. So we just got a tour van, so we're just kind of getting into the groove of thing. It is a whole different beast. I will let the world know that.
Yep, especially when you're gone for 2 or 3 months. So good luck with that, bro. And it can make you or break you. I've seen guys completely lose their minds on tour for that long. So hopefully that doesn't happen. So definitely, do you have any dates locked in the Midwest at all yet, or is that all in the planning stages still?
Yeah, that's just in the planning stages right now. I know Big Boy's assistant had spoken to us recently, him and or her and I believe Jason Jeter, who is Big Boy's manager. I could be wrong, but this is what I heard, are getting everything locked up, ready for these dates and the tour. So nothing is official yet, but as soon as we get out your way, man, I'll definitely make sure you guys come out and enjoy
definitely let us know, because we'll make a trip to Denver or Minneapolis, and we'll get down for sure.
Yeah. Have you ever seen an Outkast or a Big Boy show?
I have seen Outkast, and it was years ago, and it was kind of pre-Heya era.
Okay.
So it was definitely a hype show.
ATLiens over Baghdad.
Yeah, and ATLiens is still one of my favorite hip-hop albums of all time. It always will be.
They're the best, man. They're the best.
So you're down in the ATL. You're in Marietta. What's your favorite thing about Georgia and Marietta and Atlanta?
It would have to be the weather.
Yeah.
It would have to be the weather. My family, my whole family's from Detroit. So I was born in New Jersey. And I lived there for, I don't even remember, when I was 2 or 3, and then I lived the majority of my life down here. So I have spent, Christmases and Thanksgivings up in Detroit, and it made me appreciate the beautiful weather, I also, especially not to knock certain cities and knock certain stuff, but there really is Southern hospitality down here, you know what I mean? And it's really just, I didn't realize until I would go to New York, until I went to Hollywood a couple times, just the little stuff is holding the door saying thank you.
Yeah.
You really do take that for granted, or yes, please. And I realized that once I started getting in traveling, that there really is Southern hospitality down south.
And I'm here to tell you, dude. And I was kind of taken aback by this, but and I might get in trouble, but y'all need to take a pill and relax. One thing I didn't realize is that y'all really do eat that much fried chicken. Hey, I told you I was down there. I was down in the Alpharetta area. Really beautiful.
Oh, yeah, that's 10 minutes, yeah.
Yep, absolutely. And they really did have a bucket of fried chicken on the counter in the kitchen the entire time I was there. That's what's up. I want to live in a place like that. Sounds like heaven to me.
Yeah, the Southern cooking, it's a culture down here, It's the Southern cooking, the mashed potatoes, the sweet potatoes, the whole nine, man. That's for sure, man. And people do pride themselves in our Southern cooking, our cuisine.
Yes, yes, and I like it. And so, what's your personal favorite on the Dead Flowers disc?
I actually the whole EP has probably been the one project that I've done myself that I've actually listened to. Because I usually don't really listen to my music. I just put it out there and kind of forget about it, especially the solo stuff. I doubt we'll ever do a Kyle Lucas solo show. The money would have to be really, really right, because I don't even know my words, so I would have to really prepare. But say, at times it's Girls with Fangs, just because it came together so naturally. It's 100% true. It's, you know, it's just a whole time in my life at that moment in one song, you know, all the despair and not just the despair, but just the whole.
That was a rough time.
Yeah, the whole feeling of a relationship coming to a complete end and how you feel after, which I think everybody can relate to, girl or guy, and
for sure.
Just how close you are to somebody, and then it's night and day, then, you know, in a week, and it's just like how do you move on with someone who you were in love with, and it was like the second half of you. So at times it would be Girls with Fangs, and then I really have grown to like It's Not You, It's Me.
But wait, it really is you.
Yeah, well, actually, yeah, it really is you. Yeah, I really like that song. I thought it was really cool how he did it. And I really, you know, shout-outs to Isaac Meek and Captain Midnight, because they just let me do whatever I wanted on it and then just kind of guided me, you know, and I really appreciate producers and engineers who allow the artist to really, well, I'm going to go to Seattle and do this auto-tune project, something I've always wanted to do. You know, it's a little cliche, it's a little hated on, but they were just like, all right, cool, let's make it hot. And you know, I thought we did.
And I agree, and we talked about this a little last night on the Ustream gig there, but I like tastefully done auto-tune, and people who hate on it, that's fine. I mean, hey, dude, if people hating, that means they're listening. That means they're taking the time to listen to your stuff. So I mean, hey.
Yeah.
But I really think that tastefully done, not overdone, not like shared, like if you believe in Love or Kid Rock style.
Right.
But you know, there's a lot that sounds. I think Cubby Bear is another one that really uses it and uses it in an innovative way. So
right.
I mean, I'm a fan. So hey,
I really enjoy, just because it's almost 2010, and so I really feel like using technology. Like, I'm really big, and that's why one of the producers I love working with is the producer Simon Illa, because he taught me that, yeah, you're a rapper, and yeah, you're an MC, but you don't have to do 3/16 and then rap an 8-bar hook. Like, that kind of is old to me, and it gets boring.
Hey, Dose, write that down real quick. I'm taking rapper notes today, by the way.
I just think, like, using technology and vocal editing, you can do vocal editing and vocal arranging with an MC. You don't have to be so limited. I feel like, I mean, and that's something, you know, shout out to Outkast, because, I mean, what was it, 8 years ago, you know, Dre was rapping as a caterpillar, you know, I said, I love my man, and that whole pitch shift thing, like, they've been using distortion since, you know, baby, did you hear it? Yeah, baby, I heard it too. Like, they've been using the distortion since I was in 6th grade, vocal effects, like, because you want to take the listen. Yeah, you're a rapper, you don't have to be boxed in the rapper. You could treat it like a vocal arranging song as a singer, or you could treat it as a whole production, and that's what I really want to do.
Well, and like you said, dude, it's your world, bro. Do what you do. Yeah, I mean, who am I to tell you what to do on your CD, dude? You know,
exactly.
I mean, I don't know. I just think people like to hop on the hater wagon a little easy.